Mr. Lakshmi Narayan, Chairman NASSCOM, Mr. Ganesh Nadarajan, Vice Chairman NASSCOM, Mr. Mittal, President NASSCOM, distinguished delegates, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure for me to be at the NASSCOM India Leadership Forum 2008, the biggest event hosted by the IT BPO industry. As has been said before, the NASSCOM conference has taken on a global flavor, something that is reflected in not just the content of the conclave, but in the profile of its participants. Gathered to here are CEOs, CIOs, analysts and industry gurus from all over the world. Special delegations representing the IT industries of various countries are also present here, and I would like to extend a warm welcome to these visitors. I hope you will all enjoy the event and use the platform to explore business opportunities with your Indian counterparts. As the Minister of IT, it gives me great joy to see the scale and depth of the NASSCOM conference. It is a sign of the fact that the IT BPO industry continues to enjoy good health and maintain the growth trajectory. What I truly appreciate is the emphasis on the innovation, which we all know can emerge as a big edge for us in the global markets. Earlier, it was typical to expect a next big product and the next most revolutionary IP to come out of the US and Europe, where the global leaders in IT were based. Today, however, with a large number of these companies doing their R&D out of India, we can hope and expect that we will champion a new wave of innovation that will sweep the world. Already, Indian research and development centers are contributing very significantly towards the development of new software tools, products, and applications that are emerging out of these organizations. If we continue to innovate, the Indian IT BPO industry will have a strong and able growth driver, which will sustain its momentum and global leadership. Talking about growth, I am deeply impressed and encouraged by the revenues logged in the Indian industry, particularly in the last 1 year. The outlook of financial year 2007-2008 remains positive, with the sector estimated to reach $60 billion in total revenues, including the domestic market, and cross $40 billion in IT software and services that includes IT BPO exports. Total direct employment in software and service is expected to reach nearly 2 million professionals, an increase of about 370,000 professionals over the previous year. I would say great credit goes to the captains of the Indian industry who have enhanced the position of their companies within the global technological domain. 2007 witnessed some super performance by the Indian IT BPO leaders who remained resilient in the face of the constraints and lived up to the ambitious expectations of all stakeholders. Undeterred by the issues related to growth, the rupee appreciation by $, the paucity of suitable talent and infrastructure problems, the industry notched up an impressive revenue run. Going forward too, we are expecting a similar performance from the IT BPO industry. From the perspective of the government, it will be our endeavor to continue providing an enabling environment for the sector to help its sustain of growth parameters. Over the past few years, the Ministry of Communication and IT has taken various proactive measures to facilitate the expansion of this industry. The government, in fact, has worked in partnership with the industry and played an important role in its development. The recommendations made by associations such as NASSCOM and the feedback received from the IT BPO industry leaders on the continuation of the STPI scheme and its physical incentives, for instance, have been treated on a priority basis by the ministry, and we are extensively following up with the Prime Minister's office on this. We have been strongly advocating the extension of the SCPA scheme and fiscal incentives beyond 2009, recognizing the fact that the scheme was provided a pioneering environment and enabled the growth of IT BPO industry. Today there are many startups. And SMEs for whom the SEZ option is not viable. Yet another area where I am very keenly focused on working closely with NASSCOM is the development of India's Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities as investment destination for IT BPO. It is my belief that the sector will benefit greatly, be gravitating to the smaller cities and towns of India. Not only will it lead to the development of these locations and generation vital employment, these smaller towns will also provide the talent, the critical manpower numbers, and are needed to fuel the growth of the IT BPO sector. What we should continuously focus on the modern greenfield integrated townships, hubs, that will house state-of-the-art IT BPO organizations. What we need today are more integrated high-tech cities that are run independently and managed by their own authorities. It is also my belief that as the IT BPO industry spreads its wings across India, it will also create a revolution within the domestic market, which will greatly energize needs to take center stage. While the domestic IT market has shown significant growth over the last few years, we still need to see greater IT usage and more rapid expansion of the local markets. Rural connectivity is still a dream for almost 80% of people in India. Our goal is to provide rural citizens with access to state-of-the-art technology devices, innovative PCs, and the internet at lower costs. Bandwidth has to be made even cheaper, and reasonably priced telecom solutions must reach the common man. Only then can the true benefits of India circulate down to the grassroots levels and reach the largest sections of India's vast population. Another area where I need to continue the good work is the cyber security area, where we must consolidate our position as a secure and trusted outsourcing destination. In order to emphasize this big edge we have, we will need to strengthen our IT Act and give it more teeth. Amendments to the current IT Act are in the process of being finalized. We have already gone through the consultative process and taken feedback on the Act from all the stakeholders. The recommendations are now being integrated into the Act, and soon we can expect a more robust regulations that will add to our cyber security muscles, protect IP, and help combat piracy. We are hopeful of tabling these changes in the next sessions of Parliament and seeing the revised IT Act become a reality. There is of course the issue of talent development which needs great attention. Moving forward, we need to launch many more schemes alongside the Ministry of Human Resource Development to provide a conducive environment for the building of relevantly skilled, employable and industry-ready manpower. Some steps have been already taken in this direction and include the idea of the finishing schools and initiatives to enhance skills in areas such as security. Finally, I would like to end by saying the IT BPO industry will play a great role in sustaining the economic growth of India. The world has ended Leadership Forum 2008. All success. Thank you.